Hello everyone! Hoping the audio levels are good. Might lower the music a little bit, I see. Maybe like that. Well, come to this week. I think we had a pretty good week of speedrunning. We had ESA to look at. We had the Mega Man Festival started last night. I don't know if people watched that. I watched it for quite a bit. I think I saw the Mega Man 4, 5 and 6 race. I didn't know there was a Mega Man festival, but apparently they celebrate Mega Man every year with like a couple of days of streaming Mega Man stuff, which is really exciting and fun to see like all different type of players coming together and just play video games they love. But yeah, people that are new to this show, we basically try and talk about world records, go over each world record. Well, not each world record, but for each console that we cover. And yeah. I just realized something. Let me check that really quickly. Hopefully I don't have note for that thing because there was no world records this week. Okay, we're all good. We are all good. We're still learning here. Anyway, let's go into the first document here, which is for the Game Boy. We had a couple of world records in Game Boy this week. Castlevania The Adventure, N% by Agent Wyvern, a time of 34 minutes and 11 seconds. The new chess master in the newcomer category, Elia 03, with a time of 12 seconds and 700 milliseconds. And like if someone wanna get into speedrunning, I can really recommend the chess games because usually it requires you to learn how to manipulate RNG, and they are really short. Like we're talking like under 15 seconds usually. Anyways, then we had a world record in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Hard by Smelly McTroll. We had a world record in Donkey Kong Land. Is it called Donkey Kong Land or did I type it wrong? Donkey Kong Country, I assume. 100% by Golden Boko. Oh, it is land. Well, see, I didn't type it incorrectly, but it felt incorrectly to say. By a time under 40 minutes, 39 minutes and 37 seconds. Then a game I never heard about, The Simpsons, Bart and the Beanstalk, N% by Pancon Condomons. Got that world record. And then we had apparently Batman is super popular currently. I don't mean just for Game Boy, but Batman the Animated Series got a new world record by Vela to get, and the time was 18 minutes and 31 seconds. And here on video we have the Castlevania record. I feel like the Castlevania for the Game Boy is a very underrated Castlevania game. It looks a lot of fun, but it's really slow. So I guess that's why speedrunners maybe don't enjoy speedrunning that game as much. Anyways, let's go to the Game Gear. And sadly, we didn't have any world records in Game Gear this week. But that's what happens with the lesser run consoles. And Game Gear is definitely one of those handhelds that has a very small following. Even though it has some amazing games. Anyways, we go to the big boy. And boy, oh boy, did we have a lot of world records here. So, let's just go. Pinbot by J-Pop for Life. We had a world record in Prague, Warpless Co-op by Lunaswarm and Overswarm. We had a world record in Action 52, the Evil Empire game by N69. And Shortman Kirby has continued slaughtering the world record in Kirby's Adventure in the 100% no major glitches category. Ninja Gaiden had a pacifist world record by Knucklebuster. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Glitchless by the Nestmaster. And one of the more interesting speedruns for the NES, in my opinion, Jaws, N% Space Colonizer, had a time of 3 minutes 13 seconds and 315 milliseconds. And I know I watched Slacknator stream, and he said earlier this week that this world record was going to be broken at some point, and that he might go back and grind it again. So we might see another world record from Slacknator there in the future. But for now, Space Colonizer has it. Touchdown Fever, Win a Game by Real Banner. I guess that's a wordplay on real, you know what? Then we had 2 world records in Law of the West, N% and 100%, Joe Polito and Darth Tyrell. Then one of these really interesting, I would call almost hardware manipulation category, Final Fantasy 2, N% by Baku Zero. During the first week I talked about his Final Fantasy 1 world record, I believe. Basically, it's RAM manipulation by pulling out the Final Fantasy card, putting in Dr. Mario, and manipulating the RNG or the RAM values rather to trigger the credits super early. So Final Fantasy 2 N% beaten in 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Mitch Flower Power, which was on ESA the other night, got a Super Mario Bros. 3 world record 100% by 1 hour, 9 minutes and 52 seconds. The Fantastic Adventure of Dizzy 250 star by Yo JC. Sherlock Holmes N% original by Fushu Waste DR09. And I watched this run and I didn't understand a single thing. But it seems like it's almost like Takeshi's Challenge, it feels like. But I might be totally wrong there. Then we had a homebrew world record in the Ninja of the Four Seasons by Trollax. Ninja Gaiden 100% by Astro Creep. Bad News Baseball, a whole season by Grimlocks of Love. Super Mario Bros. Glitchless had a world record by GTA Ace or GTA's 99. And he did mention only 2 frames left. I don't know if he can save 2 frames or if he means that he is only 2 frames from getting the sub 5 minutes and 3 seconds. The Taskmaster himself, Link 7777, got a world record in Super Glove Ball. We had a world record in Battletoads 100% 2-player by Jordi and Rain Warrior. Bomberman All-Stager by Hecatark. And then the one world record that I've been involved in, Space Schools 1.1 N%. I forgot to report on this last week, but it all started with the original world record holder getting a 6 6:57, a tied record for the Senate. Then someone else from the Senate got a record of 6:52. Then Overswarm went in and got a 6:42. Then I went in and got a 6:38. And last night Lekuki came in and said he got a 6 minutes and 31 seconds. And he said this was the most fun he had in a long time. And I believe he is going to continue grinding it, so I wouldn't be surprised if next week I'm reporting on a sub 6:20 time here. But yeah, that's everything for the NES World Records for this week. I had a little bit of tech issues here, so I couldn't download any videos. So we're doing some YouTube capture here. Anyways, we're moving on to the Sega Master System. And as I said, Batman has been super popular this week. Batman Returns any percent by Obi-Wan. I've got a time of 1 minute and 33 seconds. I also got told that let me just check so I'm not telling lies here, that Sacrian has also taken up this game and is grinding currently for world record. Oh, it was a resubmitted time from 2. Okay, well, I will still report on it this week. But yeah, there's clearly, I saw that a lot of people have submitted times for Batman as well, or if they just was recounted. But I'm hoping it shows that there is some activity in the Batman Returns board, especially if Sacrian is going to grind for world record. It's a really fun short game with glitches and a really fun rope mechanic, which requires a lot of skill to master. Then we have Shoplifter ending percent. Berlin Dude improved his record from last week with a deathless run. Casino Games, 50k points, Cheese Feet. And the game we're watching, one of my favorite Sega Master System games, Enduro Racer, beat the game by ROG PF. Well, that maybe I'm saying Shoplifter and not Shoplifter. I don't know. I can't help how I pronounce things. I'm Swedish after all. I pronounce everything Swedish. Anyways, Double Dragon, any percent by Berlin Dude again. And then Outrun Goal A by ROG PF. And Outrun for the Sega Master System is a really hard game. But yeah, I'm happy seeing that the Sega Master System community is really playing the games, really pushing the games. It makes me happy to see that there's some activity in the Master System community. Anyway, it's for the final console, and I need to swap the video here. Boom. Okay. This is how we needed to do things when I have tech problem. Anyways, we're starting off with a time that we talked about last week. Gauntlet 4. Quest mode 100% good ending by Baba Robbie. He keeps pushing that game down to sub 55 now. The Lion King Easy by Bronco, 12 minutes and 15 seconds. I have actually not tried the Genesis version. I've only played the Super Nintendo version, so I don't know which one is the better one. But the Super Nintendo version is super fun, and I think this is basically a 1-to-1 conversion. Street of Rage 2, max on hardest difficulty. Outside Lots. Sonic and Knuckles 100% glitchless by Sonic. X-Mutant N% medium Ackroyd by Destruction X. Pirates Gold N% 6 from the year, I assume 1620 and 6060 by Justin C. Street of Rage 3 had a world record, Normal Skate Factory by, I'm going to butcher this name, Dima Maslov. And here is the game that made me laugh just because of the name of the game. Tongue of the Fat Man. Category Rex MC Fire by Shakri 1021. One of the most underrated games on the Genesis, I feel. Panorama Cotton on easy. 29 minutes and 26 seconds by Pile. I don't know. Well, I have speedrun a small part of Panorama Cotton. So I know there's some speed tech. So I don't know how good it is for a speedrun. But it's a fun game to play casually. If you haven't played it, I can really recommend playing it casually at least. Then we have Destroy Your Senses Sailor Moon on normal by Aero Brian Fujo on normal difficulty. And yes, I did check, this is a world record. Three Ninjas Kickback on easy by Manix. And finally, Team Mutant Ninja Turtle Hyperstone Haze had 2 new world records this week on easy and normal by Kruna. And the times for easy and normal are almost identical, just 1 second apart. And in other news, let me just get the right video up. We had The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time broke the 7-minute mark. I don't know how. Also, I did the video. Okay, now the video works. I don't know how invested people are nowadays into Ocarina of Time. It feels like it died down a little bit after the new route was discovered. I feel like the original speedrun of that game, or the N% route before the new route became, was probably so exciting because it had like a little bit of everything. And this run, probably most people, including myself, don't understand half of the things that are going on. So I guess that's why, at least for my personal point, I haven't followed it as much. But still, amazing that it breaks a 7-minute barrier. Is that the final minute barrier to be broken? I don't know. Anyway, let's go to marathons. And for this week I decided to do something completely different. So instead of looking up beforehand, I decided to just check it here live and tell you which events are open currently. So currently live we have RBD Gold Rush. You can check the schedule a little bit. We have currently Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow is up, and Symphony of the Night is coming up after it. Then there's a few PC games, DS game, Mega Man Extreme 2. And the stream will end with Final Fantasy 13 single run. A 5-hour long run. ESA Summer is obviously still live. And currently, today, it's mostly PC games. If you enjoy PC games, that might be something for you. For us retro people, the next console coming up is Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge tomorrow. That's a really good game, and Manix is running it. Amazing runner. I can really recommend watching it. There's probably more runs here. We have Amagon and Sherlock Holmes, a run that I will watch because I want someone to explain that run for me. So, Sherlock Holmes, I would really recommend watching. But yeah, ESA Marathon is going on for the whole week, basically, next week. So don't forget about it. We have Game Goals, Episode 1. Currently they are playing Pokemon Generation 1 Randomizer. Coming up there is a TurboGrafx 16 game, Summer Assault. Castlevania Legends is coming up. And Donkey Kong Country 2. Some solid games are coming up there. Upcoming events. Let's check them. These are the 5 that are, or the ones that are coming up this week. Also, I need to check my chat. Let's see here. Digital Duck got a world record in a Dizzy game on CX Spectrum at ESA today. Oh, a PB. Yeah, that's amazing. It's always fun to see people PB in games during live events. I'm just going to pick something here. Okay, if I do that, and then put you over here, can I read chat? Oh yeah, I can. Perfect. So, Flynn Shock over at Flynn_lives. It's starting in 5 days. Seems to be mostly PC games with a few retro games. Mega Man 6, ActRaiser, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Donkey Kong Country 2, Robot Wars Extreme Destructions. Yeah, so depending if you enjoy modern games, or not modern, but a little bit more PC, Xbox, PlayStation, GameCube, arcade. Speedrun for Trans Liberations. Here we have a few. Yeah, this seems to be a lot of varied speedruns. PlayStation 3, PC, Game Boy Advance, 3DS, Oculus, GameCube, Switch, SNES, they open up with Garbage Glitterous, Katamari Forever. The first retro game, well, I guess Katamari Forever is kinda retro. And Scribble now. And Cluster Truck kinda. But the first console one, or handheld from the classic ones, are The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. A really fun speedrun in my opinion. And you can watch this over at Transliberations here on Twitch. And Lythenton is happening for the third year. We're a marathon focused on licensed video games. Many games in this meta genre are terrible underrepresented. So what does that mean? The Emperor's New Groove, Dora the Explorer, saw the game. I see it. A little bit like movie games. That can be really interesting. We have the Goonies by Glitch Witch on the ColecoVision. SpongeBob SquarePants Plug and Play. That might be a really fun run, to be honest. Wings Club for the Game Boy Advance. Coca-Cola Kid for the Game Gear. Yeah, this might be a really fun speedrun marathon. You can watch it over at license.com. Let's check Oraro as well. There's no schedule here, so here we have Summer Super Mario 64 ROM Hack Marathon. So I'm going to assume it. If you love Super Mario 64, this is probably the marathon for you, because you will see a lot of hacks. Over at Super Mario 64 ROM Hacks on Twitch. The Silver Saga. That's probably not a... Okay, the Beatdown Crew Summer Marathon. Appears to be a little bit community driven here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters. Yu-Gi-Oh! Speedruns are usually really fun. They are going to play Among Us for 4 hours. So I guess that's a little bit to bond. Yeah, if you wanna check these guys out, they are over at the Beatdown Crew Live. Anyways, let's move to races. And I haven't seen any new kind of races and stuff. So I'm going to report on the Senate just how everything is standing currently. So currently Opla is in the lead with 846 points out of 900 possible. Averdrock is second with 48 less points. Rayo is just 10 points behind, and Saint Joe is just 7 points behind Rayo. And Johnny Link is another 25 points behind St. Joe. And top 4 gets a guaranteed prize pool. So currently it's looking as those 4 people will be getting the prize money. Currently every point is worth around... 1 point is around somewhere between the 4 and 5 seconds in average between games. So, for example, between Avidrock and Rayo, depending on game, obviously, if he improves 40 seconds, he would overtake Avidrock. Depending on game, obviously. Like if he picked a game like Super Mario Brothers, 40 seconds would not be enough. But if he picked a game like Loops, 40 seconds would be enough to overtake him. Yeah, and this race ends in 8 days, no, 7 days even. So a lot can happen. For example, Hugh Ariel doesn't have a full set of times. So I don't know where he will end up. We can check really quickly by doing some counting. 52, 91, 95, 83, 82, 62, 66, 56. Yeah, he will probably not be in the top 4 as it looks right now. Some self-promotion here. Depending on my times in the final 2 games, I might be in the top 4. Arcus has submitted all times. Also, we have a wild card in the Senate, which is Cool Kid. We don't know if he will get times for every game, and that can matter a lot. Not only that he can win the whole thing, but also because he submitted times in the games he has world records in, which will make every second worth more points. So if he removes his times and they aren't counted because he has a full sheet of time, we can see that Opla is actually second on both of those games, I believe. Yes. So he will get more points here, but the other people will also get more points and will close the gap to him. So in reality, maybe it's more like 36, 35 points for Avidrock to overtake Opla. And yeah, the bounty for Super Hang-On is still live and active. I talked to Peter Q before, and he said that sub 311 for $310 is still active. It's a really hard goal to achieve. You probably need to spend like 40 hours at least to even attempt to get Shadow's. But hey, if you want a really good challenge, a really good game, it's a game I can really recommend going for. Also, the time you put into it won't be ruthless, because the top 4, I believe, new times by new runners get a little piece of the remaining pie, so to speak. But yeah, that's everything for this week of News Roundup. I hope people are enjoying this kind of show. And yeah, if you want to help me out, be sure to join our Discord. I will try and remember to post it in the description below when I upload this to YouTube. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care, and I will see you again next week here. Or you can follow me on JKL87 on Twitch, JKLoser on YouTube, or JKL_SV on Twitter. Take care, hand in frame, bye bye.